Welcome back, tricksters, to another Top 5 with Tricks. Today we're going to take a look at what's widely considered to be the top Battle Royales currently on the market. As a huge Battle Royale fan myself, I can safely say that it's one of the most enjoyable games not only to play, but to watch. You know, if a streamer was to play it live, maybe here on YouTube. Anyways, as usual, I won't be asking you to like or sub or anything. You know, everyone knows that I don't like to mention that people should like the video and sub to the channel. If you do disagree with my thoughts on these games, you know what to do. Fortnite was released by Epic Games in 2017. The story mode, Save the World, that was supposed to be the main game from the title, took a back seat. Battle Royale mode gained immediate traction and quickly became one of the most known Battle Royales on the market. Fortnite gained more than 125 million players in less than a year, earning hundreds of millions of dollars per month. Fortnite as a whole generated $9 billion in gross revenue up until December 2019. The game's unique addition to the Battle Royale genre was the fact that you quickly build small structures to protect yourself or traverse the map. This feature over time led to a large skill gap being created between the players of the game. Epic Games counteracted this by adding a no-build mode and re-energized the game. Many players driven away by the complicated building have returned again to enjoy the game. It's cross-play and cross-platform, so playing with your friends could not be easier. Fortnite continues to have multiple crossovers with many established franchises including Marvel, DC, and more. Fortnite is free to play and relies on microtransactions that are purely aesthetic to generate the revenue that keeps the game at the top of the pile for Battle Royales. Warzone was released in March 2020 alongside Season 2 of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare title. Warzone is developed by Raven Software and continues to be updated on a consistent basis. Most recently, the game itself has evolved into Warzone 2.0 with a new map, new game mechanics, weapons, and also a new game mode called DMZ was added. Warzone is cross-platform, and this enables squads to group up regardless of the platform they choose to play on. Warzone now features proximity chat, which creates many situations that previously would not have been possible without this type of communication with your enemy. Call of Duty leans on a more realistic graphics profile than some other battle royales, and so this can limit exposure to some of the younger player base that may navigate to a more cartoon-style format. Warzone has a huge community and is consistently showcased by many live streamers to keep the game in the forefront of gamers' minds. Warzone is widely known as one of the top shooters out there, and it continues to hold the top viewing numbers for battle royales across multiple platforms. With fast action, free to play, and cross-platform, you'd be silly not to try this battle royale. Apex Legends launched February of 2019 and was an overnight success. Part of this immediate attraction was due to the fact that there was no build-up or announcement for the game. It appeared overnight. As an extension of the Titanfall world, Apex Legends brought this new game with some familiar traits from its existing universe, making it an easier transition for people familiar with the franchise. Apex Legends is the only game on this top 5 that forces group gameplay. There's no solo or duo mode, you must play in a 3-person squad. There have been some limited time scenarios with other modes, but there are no plans to give a permanent solo mode within the game. It's cross-platform, and although the characters in this game have multiple abilities, the learning curve is very small, and so resulting in an easy pick-up-and-play BR with friends on any gaming system. Most recently, as of May 2022, the mobile version of the game was launched and so far has been quite successful. Apex continues to receive content updates, including new maps, weapons, and legends to play. They run seasonal events to try and keep the game feeling fresh and usually coordinate that with some special legend-specific events within the matches themselves. Apex Legends remains free to play, and if you enjoy playing with others, then this game is a no-brainer to try out. PUBG was released by PUBG Studios in December of 2017 and was based on the Japanese movie Battle Royale. The game became a standalone game after making an appearance through mods in other games. Many say that PUBG was the key game that accelerated the Battle Royale genre and paved the way for the BRs that followed. PUBG has a realistic appearance and leans more towards realistic mechanics for movement and traversing the map than some other games. Bolsters your choice of playing solo, duo, trios, or quads. You can always get a game in no matter what your buds are up to. It has multiple maps and a huge amount of weapons and attachments to learn and get used to. The devs continue to add content to the game and work on new maps and gameplay adjustments to try and keep up with the newer BRs that have been released since its inception. PUBG is the classic BR, and if you're a BR fan, you owe it to yourself to try this one out. Fallguys is a very unique BR, as it's the only one in this top 5 that does not include shooting and surviving a closing circle of death. It was released in June 2022 by Mediatonic and was an unexpected success. This was mainly from the exposure the game got from gaming live streamers that gave organic exposure of this hilarious battle royale to the masses. In this BR, you were a bean-type character that gets dropped into a random minigame with 59 other people. The goal is to complete each minigame to move on to the next round and eventually be the last bean standing. The game, although light-hearted in premise, is extremely intense, and many have referred to it as rage-inducing. Where come great frustration comes great reward. The satisfaction of getting the victory royale, or the crown as they call it, is unmatched. Grab your friends and start bouncing around if you haven't already. There we go. Like these games or hate them, I think you can all agree that they're currently top of the pile. Although if you do disagree, I'm sure you'll let me know. Do you think there's a BR coming up that will knock one of these off the top? I hope so. The BR genre feels a little bit dry. Don't forget to check out our top 5 survival games video if you haven't already. And of course, stay classy, tricksters.